fire signs. Alright, so this is your next 90 days reading. I pre-shuffled and did a pre-spread, and what came out is the King of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Tower, the Fool, Three of Pentacles, and then the Two of Pentacles. So I've already got mixed messages here. All right, so when it's pertaining to, excuse me, when it's pertaining to work, there are some of you all, not a lot of you all, but there's a group of you all that may, be laid off or may quit a job. This is out of your control. For a lot of you all, this is divinely orchestrated. It needs to happen because a lot of things that are what I heard was there are things that are happening that are causing a lot of confusion. There could be layoffs or something like that. So there are some of you all who are going to get laid off, but there are some of you all who are just going to make the decision to leave a job. There's another group of you all who are having, it's the group that wants or is considering leaving their job, but hasn't decided on whether they're gonna leave or not. You're considering leaving your job because you feel like the work is imbalanced. And with the King of Pentacles here, let me say the signs: Capricorn, Leo, Virgo, Leo, Scorpio, strong Leo, strong Capricorn, Capricorn again, Aquarius. And so there are those of you all who are really thinking heavily about just going to a different place of employment. And a lot of you all believe that, and it's not just a belief, you know that you've been really paying attention to details. You've been staying on top of it. Your intuition is telling you, or you may be trying to follow your intuition when it comes to making decisions, when it comes to the workplace, whether you should stay or you should go. There's some of you all, I'm going to clarify too, and then I'm going to get you a prediction for the next 90 days, and then I'm going to get you advice at the end. So stay tuned, stick around, bear with me. There's those of you all who really feel like work is basically like giving you some sort of trauma, like you're getting traumatic experiences. So basically what I'm picking up on is like you're being stressed out by your work, but it's because you're not, for those of you who feel that way, it's because you're not having a healthy work-life balance. And love also came up. So there's some of you all who had a tower moment, and it could have been with the fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius of some sort, where you're not together anymore. You could have lived together. You could have had strong Scorpio too. You could have had your finances tied in with this person. This person could have been juggling you too. Yeah, with heartache and loss. Yeah. All right, so you have choose wisely. This is you making a decision on whether you want to leave employment, find new employment, or stay. All right. All right, so yeah, all right, so spirit showing up. So you're being advised to choose wisely for those of you all who are deciding to, or indecisive about whether you want to stay at your job or leave the job. And you're being advised to take your time and choose wisely. With choose wisely here, you could be seeing 777 and patience and planning here. Some of you all feel like you're not getting the accolades or the recognition that you deserve. There's some of you all who have been doing such a fantastic job with at work, with balancing out your workload, paying attention to details, making conscious choices, communicating and collaborating effectively. You've mastered. Some of you all could have went through review time or something like that. You've hit high scores or whatnot. You are definitely going to get your raise and your rewards, and your prosperity is going to begin for you. The tower, I just broke the deck, and the Tower card is showing up again. So some of you all, again, for those of you all, you could have or be losing a job. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Stay grounded on, if you are the person on the receiving end, stay grounded. Again, there are those of you who are not upholding a healthy work-life balance. So you need to really ground yourself, because you could be making a lot of mistakes at work, or being penalized for making a lot of mistakes at work because you're not grounded and you're not balanced or keeping a healthy work-life balance. Is coming up again for those of you all who are trying to make a decision when it's pertaining to work for you. You fire signs. Movement choices is decisions. You need to choose wisely when it comes to any decision that you make moving forward, because you don't want to make the wrong decision, but you want to really strategically plan your next steps, so you don't get yourself kicked out of your home, for some of you all, out of your job, or anything like that. If you're making a decision, for those of you all who are just trying to decide on whether you want to leave or stay until you decide. This is just my advice, stay. It's unsolicited. I apologize. If you don't want it, you don't have to receive it. It's free will. Stay until you find something that you feel is best for you. For those of you all, that's the truth. Thank you, Spirit. For those of you all, if this pertaining to love, you will heal from this. You need to work on your mental health. Yeah. The same theme is coming up where you from the you can have air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your chart. You may want to go back and watch that, but some similarities are coming up in here when it's pertaining to like resting, and so that you can combat any negative thoughts, anxiety, or things like that. Thank you, Spirit. Any more messages? You got crown chakra. Yeah, some of you all been in your head a lot. When it comes to either anxiety, not getting the proper rest, where it's contributing to making a lot of mistakes, or just making decisions, focusing for some of you all at work. Some of you all may feel like you're not collaborating as effectively as you want in the workplace or with your partner. So you're being advised to just kind of relax yourself, because you could be like causing yourself the imbalance in those areas. You have foundation and achievements. Any more messages? That's the truth. I keep seeing the ace of, like the ace of swords. So this is definitely a strong, I was gonna say Capricorn. This could be, or have something to do with a Capricorn, or you could have that highly aspected in your chart. You have throat chakra. So some of you all need to heal your throat chakra. Taurus is showing up. The Hierophant and accelerated motion forward and hope. Okay, so now, yeah, Spirit is heavily talking about your patience in the waiting game. So some of you all, you have been applying for jobs, and you're just waiting. So you're being advised to be patient. Like, it's not going to happen overnight, but you want to make sure you make the right choice that's best for you. You want to move forward. You want your wishes fulfilled. You're being triumphant, and keep doing that. Your wishes will be fulfilled, but with Capricorn temptation showing up, you have to learn how to block out the temptations. You have to speak up. Some of you are being advised to speak up more in the workplace. Speak up more to your management. Speak up more amongst your team, because you have really good ideas and your input does matter. You don't stay in the shadow. Spiritual strength, don't stay in the shadow. Some of you all are like just staying in the background. Some of you all are having a struggle with containing your shadow, which is you're operating out of your shadow in the environment of work, in your household, and it's just not, and you're suffering in silence with that. Your intuition has been trying to heed, or you're trying to connect with your intuition. Your higher self is trying to connect with you. Thank you, Spirit. Some of you are going through something mentally, something that's causing you problems. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. Something with your intuition. You need to connect with yourself. You have awareness and intuition. So if something with your awareness and intuition is off, something is out of balance, like you don't feel motivated. Thank you, Spirit. Let me see what else. Let me get some other clarifiers. I'm not trying to rush your reading. But it's a really strong message coming through at this time. Spirit guides, ancestors, divine spirit, Holy Spirit, please give me more clarity for the fire sign collective. Another message that I'm picking up on for some of you fire signs, that you are walking right into, you could be getting married. Some of you are going to be married. This is a 90-day reading. Some of you all could not be expecting this. It's something ending with a Scorpio, but it's going to pick up with a Capricorn or a Leo or someone else. A earth or a fire sign. So another message that I'm also getting for those of you who are on the up and up in the workplace, your finances are looking really good. It's going to change a lot of like the things that you may have been. Shut the door, please. Sorry. It's going to change a lot of the things, like you're going through like basically a financial upgrade for those of you who are not experiencing any negativity. Can you shut the door, please? Thank you, my love. Yeah, like I said, some of you are going through financial upgrades in the workplace, and you got angels protecting you. Archangel Michael is showing up. Yeah, somebody's thinking about you when it's pertaining to a promotion. They see that you really, really love what you do, and they see that you really kind of stay in the shadows. Like you're hesitant, but they see your worth. They see it. There's some of you all, yeah, and you're being advised to take action towards speaking up more in the workplace. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Shut the door all the way for me, though. Sorry about that. See, you could be experiencing distractions in the workplace, and you're being advised to block that out. Yeah, so, okay. It's going to take, you could be seeing 222. You have 2 with journey here, and 222 with yin and yang. So you may be seeing 222. And again, some of you all could be tethering on the idea of leaving work, leaving your current job to seek a different job. Some of you all could be wanting to travel, deciding on just leaving this country to go explore another country. And it looks like either way, you have a good outcome. Just whatever decision you make, it doesn't look like you'll be making the wrong decision with the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel here. That's your intuition and cornucopia in the temple path. So basically the message what I'm getting is picking up on is that you need to follow your intuition. Whatever you're into, connect with yourself. Whatever you feel led and guided to do that doesn't make you uncomfortable, go with that. It looks like whichever decision that you make is going to be a positive outcome regardless. I keep all of my cards upright. I just flipped them upright. I didn't do a check like I should have prior to this reading. I just finished your sign. So I just want to make sure you get offering messages, and if they come out upright, upside down or upright, it's meant to be, or even inverted. Alright. Any more messages for the fire sign collective, spirit guides, and ancestors? The garden and the gate. Archangel Michael. Lord of personal healing and happiness was in reverse. Okay, so there's some of you all who are being advised to heal. Now love is coming up. You're not fully healing. You're blocking your heart. You're guarded, but you're going through the healing process. Your angels are with you during this time, and they want to help you through it. It's like you have to detach from an old version of yourself. I just saw 444 on my timing. This is a spiritual message for someone in particular. But there's a version of yourself that you have to leave behind in order to prosper, is what I'm hearing. Any more messages, Spirit? You have patience. That's my Temperance card. Sagittarius, victory. And then you have caring connections in reverse. Hold on. Sorry. So for some of you fire signs, you can have a water sign. Probably a Pisces that's always like, or Scorpio. Any water sign though. Even Cancer, that could always be distracting you or on your mind mentally. However, back to the reading. So you have door to personal healing and happiness in reverse. First chakra, Archangel Michael. You have the patience card that came out. The garden of in the gate came out again. You have caring connections in reverse, and you have victory. So, and the man holding a coin, and you have indecision, and the man holding a heart. All right, and angel of love. Okay. So what I'm picking up on is there could be some of you all who are same sex, no discretion. No, what do you call that? Judgment here, nothing like that. And there could be some of you all who are bisexual. Or you're indecisive of your sexuality. You could have options. It could be a water sign or an earth sign. You could have love for two people. You have a lot of angels supporting you at this time. So you didn't have victory in a connection with a feminine energy. And so for some of you all, you're deciding to go date the same sex, give the same sex a chance. And good luck with that, I'll say. Hold on. And it's something that with that ending with the opposite sex, so for masculine, I'm picking up a strong, thank you, Spirit. All right, so for those of you masculines that was in a connection or relationship with feminine, it ended. You're still broken heart about it, and it looks like you haven't fully healed from that. But that you are acknowledging that was where your cornucopia was. Sorry. All right, so that person could have been a water sign. And in that connection, you could, okay, so you broke it off with the feminine. You could have had finances tied in with that feminine, and it fucked your pockets up. And for some of you, this is feminine masculine. So that energy is fluid. You don't have to be a female to have feminine energy. We all embody that because we have a mother and a father. So I hope you understand that. If you don't, ask me in the comments and I will clarify that for you. So you could be trying to recover from that relationship and trying to work out a plan financially to recover from that. You really, really like this person. This person was a healer or showed you so much appreciation, or you may want to show them some sort of appreciation. All right. Oh, you have anxiety over this person. I was about to put this just flipped over. You're going through a lot of, you're still healing from this. You're definitely still trying to heal from that. Seems like it was a very spiritual connection for you, fire signs. Thank you. There was some envy involved. Yeah, something third party. The tower is back out here. There could have been like, yeah. So daughter spirit. All right. So yeah, yeah. So it was a contract. Some sort of divinely orchestrated connection that was orchestrated to end eventually. So it was something that you were supposed to learn from this person. There was some deception and envy involved. Two towers showed up, so it was fated to end. And there's something you needed to learn and should be learning from that. And if you're still healing, my opinion and my advice, I know it's unsolicited, is to really assess that relationship, look at the pros and the cons, take the lessons from that, and move on from that. Thank you, Spirit. That contract is over, or it's up, right? So if you don't learn from that, you're going to repeat it with somebody else. And that was a very specific message for an Aries, a Leo, or Sagittarius. Any more messages, Spirit? Deceit. Yeah, it was some deception in there. There was some deception. You're somebody, a fire sign is still stuck in their mind about what happened. And I'm picking up a strong energy of a fire sign being deceitful to a water sign. Yeah, this has a lot to do with love. So there was this love connection that and the angels was all over this, protecting that person. Yeah, the world card again. Could have been a narcissist or someone who was very egotistical, who wore a mask and pretended. Alright, I want to get out of that energy. Alright, so I'm going to get your prediction next for the next 90 days. And it looks like if you heal from this, what should the fire sign collective expect in the next 90 days? Oh, yeah. Thank you. If you stayed this long, please like, share, and subscribe. If the message resonates with you, please leave a comment down below. If you want to give me the details, you feel free to send me an email. I'll respond back. I love reading. My email should be in my description box field or box, whatever. Please like, share, and support the growth of this channel. It's an energy exchange, and it could be messages for other people who need it. So I appreciate you. If you're here from TikTok, thank you for the support. Alright, so what's up ahead for the next 90 days for the fire signs? Fire sign collective, next 90 days. Fire sign collective, spirit guides and ancestors. Let's see that. You have family room. There's somebody you thinking about. Somebody you could have a family with. Someone you could want to have a family with. Thank you, Spirit. A gift. Yeah, you want to have children with somebody. Somebody you could have a child with, but there's some of you fire signs, masculines, is what I'm picking up on. You could want to have a child with somebody. Community. Imprisonment and main female. Yeah, strong energy of wanting to have. You could find out that you're pregnant for the feminines or for the masculines. Yeah, you could probably find out somebody's pregnant. Yeah, you have a message of concern, and then child is poking out. Yeah, some of you are going to find out you're pregnant or you got somebody pregnant in the next 90 days. Please come back and let me know. This was an accurate reading. So that's a specific message for some of you all. Oh, false person. You have unexpected income, but you see this marriage card? And you got privileged lady behind that. Okay, so the message that I'm getting from this is that there could be, for some of you masculines, there could be someone that's trying to marry you for money. And they're going to try to trap you with a baby. This could be someone you work with. Some of you all, it's two other women involved or feminine entities involved. Official person, great fortune. I'm saying bad health. Yeah, it's something with work. Please work on your work-life balance so you don't make yourself sick. Great fortune, imprisonment, unexpected income, and toiling labor. There's something tied to some type of connection that you're going to have with a false person. Be careful, masculines, when it comes to who you dating and sleeping with, because the person could be intentionally trying to get pregnant by you for financial gains. All right, so for your advice, and vice versa for the feminines, for y'all feminines, be careful. Somebody could just be trying to get you pregnant to be tied to you for financial gains. I heard, don't repeat the cycle. Look out for synchronicities like 222, 444, and 555, even 1111 or 111. 777 also. What's your advice, Spirit, guides, and ancestors, Divine Spirit, Holy Spirit, for the Firestone Collective? What is your advice for them for the next 90 days? Thank you. You have trust your intuition. Set strong boundaries. What we talk about. Allow yourself to receive. Protect your energy. Yeah, it's something toxic brewing in the next 90 days. So be mindful of your encounters with people. You got to find a way to forgive. Forgive yourself and forgive the other person. A lot of green. So when it comes to those of you all who are healing from like a love situation or who are still trying to broken or feel that way, it says create your own luck. Again, somebody's trying to feed off somebody financially. Any more messages? Thank you, Spirit. Live in the now. Go deeper. Get up and get moving. One more, Spirit. One more. Ooh. Recall your dreams. Supporters all around you. Open your heart. So keep healing. So your heart, you can reopen your heart. Make a decision. So that was for you all to know. Like for the ones that we were talking about earlier, who was trying to decide on whether they want to leave their job or stay at the job, or even leave a connection or stay with a connection. It says let it go. And then stay positive. So thank you for staying. If you stayed this long, please like, share, and subscribe, comment, and see you next time. Peace.